Hey guys, another walk to work. Uh, so if you hear some weird dropping on the phone, it's because it's actually raining. So you might hear some of that actually on the phone itself. And if you also hear squawking, like just sort of like loud squawking in the background, that's just the demon seagulls probably trying to kill me. They hate me. But it is getting that time of year where they're having babies and they try to kill anyone that comes near them. We have 4 families of seagulls on the roof at my work, and every year they start diving down and trying to kill us. And so I have warned the new staff in the kitchen to be careful when they take bins out, but they just laughed and didn't believe me, so joke's on them when they get chased by seagulls. So hopefully when I get home today there's going to be some more mail, because there's not been any over Easter, which has sucked, because I've been looking forward to going into the house and finding some like parcels and letters. It's been stuff I've been sort of really expecting, but it's also not arrived. So I'm really excited for if I do get it. Or get some of the things I'm expecting today, and hopefully, because we have 2 mailmen, one of them that's really nice, well I call him nice mailman, because if no one's in the house, instead of leaving a slip of paper that says come and collect at the post office the next day, he'll just write a little note on the slip saying it's in your safe place. He's the only one that seems to know that's where our safe place is, and he'll just leave all the mail there. Then there's the second mailman who doesn't check his hand, because they all have it's like a handheld system that says whatever house you're going to, where their safe place is. And he has asked me 10 times maybe, where's our safe place, to put into his system, and I've told him every time where the safe place is, and he puts it into the system and then he still doesn't leave it there. He just still takes it away with him. So I've got a few things I'm expecting. I'm expecting Hijinx's monthly gift to be here today. I'm expecting Collector Unboxer's second parcel to be here today, which I'm so excited for. He almost revealed what he got me and Hijinx by accident, but he didn't. I'm also expecting, because I bought some replacement stickers for some pops, and because I was running out, well not running out, they didn't have stickers, because they were not reproductions, but there's some that, instead of being, imagine, Hot Topic exclusive or things like that, then they'll become like Underground Toys exclusive, and then after that they just become sort of general sale and don't have a sticker, and they're not as valuable without the sticker. So I bought a bunch of Fugitive Toys replacement stickers to whack on some of the pops, but I'm going to ask the person who is giving me the stickers if I can get also Underground Toys stickers as well, because we're in Europe and that's one that we use the most. Underground Toys is our European distributor. I can't believe how dark it is. This is like the same time that I've left before. Well, most of the time, and it's not been this dark in a while. Oh, that's the demon seagulls going. But yeah, it's not been this dark in quite a while. So, work today. It might not be, maybe not this weekend or next weekend. But I think it's actually a week to 2 weeks today. There's not going to be a walk to work for a bit, because I will actually be off work for 4 weeks. Getting surgery done to my eye, nothing like serious or major. So I'll be off for 4 weeks, but I'll do videos throughout while I'm off, because I'll have more time on my hands. I'll probably be fine enough to go to work after like 2 weeks, but I get 4 weeks off and I get paid for it being off, so I might as well take it. So I'm really excited for Collecting Boxer's second box to arrive. He sent me one already which arrived, which was metallic Baymax armoured, and it was amazing. So I'm really excited what the second box is. I'm also really curious what I'm going to get from Pop in a Box this month. I've subscribed back up to 2, because I've got like a little tiny bit extra money that I can get 2 this month if they have it in. Because last month I only got 1. Because I was looking at it yesterday morning and they had like 10 pages of stuff in stock. I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. There's like 10 things that I could get from this month. I'm not going to have an issue. There's going to be tons of amazing stuff. There's like Ant-Man and Anthony. There's like the Batmobile. There's everything. Went back last night, so it's 6 hours later, and they've only got like 2 pages of stuff in stock. Everything else is gone. So it's like, oh, okay then. So hopefully they get it back in stock by the 1st, or they might already be like maybe packing up people's subscriptions already. I don't know. I don't know how they work. Like that. I don't know if they try and get prepared because there's so many so fast. Like maybe try and distribute, okay, this person has set a 12 box subscription, let's try and start looking for some now while we've got them in stock a couple of days ahead. Because you're going to have thousands to go through. They can't all go through thousands in one day. They're not Santa. It's kind of impossible. So I don't know how they do it. And today's the day that My Mind Emporium reveal who's won their premium Funko raffle, which I'm really excited for because I want to win it. It is a Game of Thrones one, and I don't watch Game of Thrones, I never have, but I do love the look of this pop. It's the 6-inch oversized Drogon pop, and I want it so badly. I really want it, because it does look really cool. Okay, where are you going? Okay, indicators work. So they reveal that today. So I'll probably that'll be, well, they would have already revealed it by the time this video goes up. So I don't know who's going to win it. But I'll probably end up either watching it while I'm at work when it gets uploaded and checking, or we just check when I get home. But I'll probably end up getting Collecting Boxes messaging you if I've won or not, because he watches them as well. So hopefully I do win, because that would be so exciting. I've never won, well, tell a lie. No, I don't think I've won something like from like a major YouTuber or something like that, which I'm really excited for. What else can I think of to chat about for a bit longer, apart from my escapades? I've got my cosplay starting soon. I just need to buy the materials for it, but I've already got some rough ideas of what I'm going to do to actually make some of the components. Because I'm going as Bob, Agent of Hydra, like the comic book style. He has like a ton of pouches, like probably just as many pouches as Deadpool. So I want them to be actual functional pouches, so I can put money in them, I can put my phone in it, maybe little snacks, like things like that. So actual, like functional pouches. So I can actually use them. So what I'm going to actually get is, trading card holders. They're like little plastic things you put like a whole deck of cards in and close it over. They're just little plastic holders. A lot of gamers use them for like Magic the Gathering cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, things like that. You can just put them in and it holds them like upright and you can take a card out. I was going to use them as pouches because they're really cheap, they're like £1, £2 each. So I was going to buy say like 12 and like glue them onto like a belt. Obviously like paint them fast so they match, because otherwise we're going to have like red and black pouches or purple pouches instead of brown. So I'll paint them or wrap them in fabric so they match. And and then actually have functional pouches. Otherwise I was going to get Hijinks to sew me up some fabric pouches, but then I'd be worried that they'd actually break, because it'd be just fabric. So I always get worried. Then I'm getting my the actual costume itself, which is going to be a morph suit, like a green morph suit, but it's going to be slightly bigger than what I need it to be. It's not going to make it skin tight. I would not be comfortable skin tight. So probably be a size bigger than I need it. Cut the face mask bit and then stitch some eyes to them. So that's going to be fun. Then it's just going to be a case of, let's put 10,000 belts and pouches all over and put a H symbol on my chest and go as Bob. So I think it'll be a good laugh, and get big yellow boots and yellow gloves. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. So I don't know how many people are going to go as Bob this year. It could be everyone is now going as Bob because of the Deadpool film. It could be I'm the only person going as Bob. But we'll have to see. I was actually going to just buy the costume online. There's somebody selling one online, but it is like £130, which is a lot of money for a costume. But do I spend roughly that much anyway and make the costume, or spend that on a costume that takes 6 weeks to get imported to me for it to maybe not fit, to then try and argue with them to try and get it to change it, pay maybe even extra money to get a new one sent out. So that's going to be fun. So I probably will just end up making it myself. It'll be a good laugh. If not, then I'll probably go as the Riddler again. That's my fallback costume. If all else fails, I'll go as the Riddler. And Hijinks goes as Poison Ivy. She's gone as Poison Ivy a few times. She's got a few new things on her Etsy store that she's been making. Because before she did a video on this channel of things that she was making on Etsy. So it was like plush hearts from Undertale, like giant pink moustaches from Markiplier, and so things like that. She's now made a sort of a large Bumblebee plush, and she's now making a Nabster look from Undertale. So it's like a little ghost with headphones, and they're really cute. So I'll probably do a video on them when they arrive, when she's finished with them. So she's really excited to start doing stuff, because she wants to start picking up a bit online. She's just going to make tons for Comic Con next year, because what we do is we go attend Comic Con one year, sell at Comic Con the next year. So that means she has like a full 2 years, like a full year in between to make all the stock that she needs, instead of stressing out and not being able to make it in time and only having 2 or 3 months. So she has tons of time. So she usually chooses maybe an easier costume to do the year she's attending, so she has plenty of time to actually be making stuff to sell. Last year we were selling, she was selling, it was figural Loomband keychains. So it was also superheroes and Five Nights at Freddy's and characters like that. And the Five Nights at Freddy's was almost sold out. The amount of people that bought Five Nights at Freddy's keychains was unreal. But I will leave this video here before it runs a bit too long, because I'm almost at the train station. And see you next time.